This is KUGAN CASSIUS for IFL TV, proudly sponsored by Everlast. We're at the London press conference for Usyk Joshua. August 20th, joined by Eddie Hearn, who's been away for 3 weeks now.
Yeah, 2.5 weeks. Australia, Jeddah, Washington, San Antonio, Los Angeles, San Antonio, New York, London. We're ready. Another massive press conference today. And only 10 days away today till Chisora. How quick's that come around? Great times. Back as well from the Canelo-Ggg presser. Jesse Rodriguez just showing everyone he's a pound for pound star. We're absolutely cooking on gas, KUGAN, baby.
Glad to hear it. We all like to see people doing well, and clearly you are, Edward.
Thank you.
Right, let's jump straight into it. What's the broadcast situation regarding this fight for the UK?
Being discussed at the moment. In part of this deal, Saudi Arabia own those rights, global rights, and they're negotiating those as we go at the moment. We know that AJ has obviously done a broadcast deal, long-term broadcast deal with DAZN. This fight separate to that because of those negotiations, but I'm sure they're in the market to win that race as well, and we'll see what happens. Over to those guys on that, and I'm sure it'll be finalised very soon.
Okay, sorry, I didn't know that. So his deal with DAZN was separate to this fight. So this fight was opened up to... Correct. But they still could get it?
Absolutely.
Is there a favourite in this?
I mean, I'm not involved in those discussions, so I couldn't tell you. But the favourite will generally be the one that pays the most money.
Interesting. I don't believe you're not involved in any of the discussions.
Really? I mean, not in the negotiations. I mean, I know what's going on. I'm not going to tell you, but I'm not involved in those negotiations.
Okay. The press conference in Saudi Arabia last week. A bit of a different vibe.
Really different?
Yeah.
Like, I mean, are you talking about in terms of the head-to-head, or are you just the vibe in general?
Well, the head-to-head was funny, just between the two of them, was kind of who was going to break first.
The first head-to-head in the first fight was friendly. This was very, very different. You know, a steel and a viciousness from AJ, which we love, and even from Usyk, you know, like a little bit unusual for him. That had to be separated during the promo shoot as well. I like it. It shows what it means to both guys, and it's a must-win for Anthony Joshua, and of course for Usyk. But you know, we're all behind AJ.
So I'm just trying to think back over your trip. So Canelo-Golovkin, 2 press conferences done.
It's done. Again, great head-to-heads between those two. Canelo's just sticking it right on him, and we're getting into Triple G. We want to see him, you know, talk up about the stuff that he said in the past, and we want to see him get under Canelo's skin. That's what we want for a build-up. But we did a Yankees pitch, head-to-head there. It's unbelievable, massive fight. Going to be announcing the undercard for that next week as well. It's one of the biggest fights in boxing, and you know, you're talking about August 20th in Saudi Arabia, and then 4 weeks later, Canelo-Ggg in Las Vegas. So a great run, and some big stuff to announce as well coming up over the next couple of weeks.
Here or abroad?
Everywhere. A couple of new markets, working on a mega fight for the UK as well, which hopefully we can get announced, and big stuff for the US as well. So yeah, working hard, and going to have some great news for the DAZN subscribers, and more great news in due course.
Does this big fight in the UK involve a certain kind of bend?
He's one of the people that is part of some big announcements in terms of schedules coming up, but there are a number of big conversations going on about some serious fights in the UK.
Can't give us any names of who's...
No. But when I say you will be over the moon, you will be over the moon.
Fighters in your stable?
We're not going into this. I'm just telling you, don't worry. Believe in Eduardo, earn with Hearn, sit back, enjoy it, watch it all unfold, and know that if I pull this off, you, my friend, are going to be a very happy man.
Interesting. Let's go back to Texas. Future. Well, he's not even a future superstar. He's nearly there, isn't he?
The Bam Rodriguez story is quite incredible. You know, a guy that took a world title shot at a week's notice, stepped up 2 divisions to beat Quadras, then fought Rungvisai, who's, you know, wasn't so long ago, was on the pound for pound list, stopped him. He's never been stopped before. This young man, I believe, has everything. He's 22 years of age, and you're just looking at a future pound for pound star, and we're delighted to announce a new long-term promotional deal with him and Robert Garcia. Very excited about his future.
Chisora was in a Russian bathhouse with Alexander Usyk. Yeah.
He's
Were you
always
invited to that?
No, I think I wasn't invited. I wasn't involved in those negotiations. He's in there a lot. Yeah, I saw a random picture online the other night, 2 nutters together, and Del Boy's in good shape. It's a very tough fight against Pulev. It's going to be a brilliant fight, and talk about must-win. It's an absolute must-win for Del Boy.
Mikey Garcia retired over the last couple of days. Was he someone you were looking at Conor Benn for as well?
We had some discussions. I think he retired because he was scared of fighting Conor Benn. As a joke, by the way. But what a career! You know, multi-division world champion, been involved in some huge fights. We got to promote him twice. Once against Jesse Vargas in a great fight, and of course the shock defeat to Sandor Martin. So we wish him all the best in retirement.
I haven't seen this clip of Pulev and Chisora. There's some clip that went out. What was the content behind that? Could you repeat whatever it was?
When I did the head-to-head, I thought to myself, there's no way we're going to put that out. That's got to be cut out immediately. And then the boys at Matchroom posted it, and I've got to be honest, I wasn't sure about posting it, but it did massive numbers, so I guess you've got to just say, all right, fair enough, you were right. But Del's just like on another planet, isn't he? I mean, some of the things he says is quite ridiculous, but it's a good watch. Matchroom Boxing YouTube, the face-off, give it a go.
So, are you in talks to sell a share of Matchroom?
There's a lot of confidential conversations going on at the moment. Look, you know, this weekend is 40 years anniversary of Matchroom, and we are a huge organisation that was built through my old man from a broom cupboard in Romford. And we're a global powerhouse that wants to expand even bigger and quicker in many different territories and ultimately lead to an IPO. This is a natural progression where people are approaching us to try and invest in the business for a minority stake to move to those levels. It's something we've never considered before, but we've been flattered by the interest. That's all I'll say on it. And, you know, the business continues to expand at a rapid rate. It's not something we need to do, but it's something that may speed up the aggressive ambitions that we have.
I've got a few quid at home if I can chuck in.
Yeah, I mean, look, IFL, I'm sure.
No, IFL is just the loose change.
Great.
How much you got to have to get involved?
Great banter. This is corporate, Eddie. This is not a conversation that me and you have over a monster munch.
Everything's banter.
At the Shell services.
I love to do this. Can I read you a quote from Tyson Fury? Okay. Tyson Fury and Anthony Joshua tried to make that fight 6 times at least, and unsuccessful every time because you're messing with a diva. Prima donna, little sucker bitch who don't want to fight. He couldn't beat me if he had a baseball bat while I was sleeping.
Yeah, I mean, just says a lot of things, doesn't it? You know.
Tried to make the fight 6.
We tried to make the fight, I don't know, 2 or 3 times. Fell out for many different reasons, but look, hopefully, I believe AJ can win, and then we go from there. Hopefully, the undisputed fight. 3rd time lucky all out, 7 times lucky, apparently.
Why don't you reach out to Wilder again?
We may do. There's a couple of big fights for Deontay Wilder. We'll see what happens.
Did you watch the return of Big Baby Miller?
No.
All right, we can move on from there. Okay, so just a show run quickly that's been confirmed between now and September.
Okay, so where are we? We have next week Chisora Pulev at the O2, huge. Also, by the way, a fight that's gone well off the radar on that card is Madrimov against Soro, the interim world title, fantastic fight. Fabio Wardley, Felix Cash, Kevin Agyarko in a great fight on that card as well. Then we go into, where are we? August 6th. Dalton Smith headlining a big next gen card in Sheffield. Then we go, there's a couple of other announcements to be made for August, and then we go September the 17th. Well, we'll go September 10th, I believe. September 17th, Canelo Alvarez. August 20th, AJ against Joshua. September 17th, Canelo against Triple G3. Loads coming. In the next week or so, we're going to have the full schedule, hopefully moving up towards the latter part of the year.
Just a couple more. Can I ask you about Lawrence Okoli's comments, please?
Yeah, Lawrence has a fight left with us under his contract. He's had an offer, which we've had to send a legal letter on because he's still under contract. I've seen the offer. We'll see what happens after that fight.
Okay. Have you got anything else you'd like to say?
I hope you're all well. I hope you're all happy. We're all working hard. We're all living a dream, chasing a dream. And we'll see you in a few minutes. And we'll also see you at Chisora Pulev. I'm sorry I'm a bit quick today, but they're trying to kick us off the stage. So.
Shortest interview, I know. Thank you.
Welcome, Team Everlast, to the Team Everlast Fitness app. Download the Everlast Fitness app and find your greatness within.